Hi guys, Roxanne here from Tiny Home Living. Um, it is a beautiful sunny day and not too hot, so we are actually going to get some posts driven in the garden and get some trellis up for the peas and beans to grow on because they are getting big and they need something to grow on. But before we get started with that today, I'd like to ask you to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. We really appreciate it. And let's see if we can get somebody who's still in his pajamas to work. I'm distracted again. These chickens, I put some more dirt around the little trees to try and protect them, and look what these crazy chickens are doing. They're actually digging the dirt again and burrowing in around my nice little tree. They're gonna kill it, so I think I might get a tomato cage or something, some of the wire to put around it. I mean, seriously, 5 acres here and they have to destroy my little trees. They were doing it to some of the other ones too. They haven't gone back to get this one. They're starting to enjoy this. We took the electric fence down and they are sort of starting to explore in here, which I think is nice. It's shady and really nice for them. But you can see how crazy the garden is getting, and it's just doing awesome. So we need to get some chicken wire up so these, I can train these to go on to start growing onto the chicken wire. Look at these plants here. I mean, you can see where all the fruit, well, vegetable is going to be coming out there, but these are huge. And then again, some tiny ones, but these ones are absolutely massive. Now we were going to try and train these onto the trellis, but since this row with my spinach didn't come up and the seed garlic is doing just terrible, really disappointed with that. The garlic from my fridge did awesome, the seed garlic terrible. I've already started just cutting some of this lettuce off. I had salad last night, so that's awesome. But we've got to get this pea row done first. I need to get these, they're already starting to sort of bend down. So I've got to get this row done first. And like I said, I only have half a row because look at the other half a row, nothing came up. Really disappointed with that. Not happy at all about that. Anyway, and look at the end. I meant to check our list because I did this up on the computer to say what we put where. This row has cucumber, zucchini, and something else in it. But look at the size of these plants. They're absolutely massive. The onion row is doing really, really well. And the carrots are coming. You can see the chickens wandering around there now. They're pretty happy about that. I don't know what these little butterfly things are that are all over the property, just millions of them. And they are snatching them right out of the midair. Really liking that. So, they're digging in around this little tree. I'm gonna put one of the tomato cages around it. Look at that crazy chicken. Seriously, chicken. Really? That's the only place you can dig in? So I dug some dirt and sort of filled it back in around this little tree and put a tomato cage on it. And the chicken that was in the hole there was here clucking at me and giving me heck. But hopefully she can go there or there where I dug some dirt. That probably won't be enough to make her happy. But anyway, if we kill my little trees, we go in the freezer. I think it's pretty simple. Simple rules here. Kill my little trees, you go in the freezer. Like, there's a nice hole they can go in without having to destroy my trees. Oh my goodness, are they doing it to another one over here? Better not. Better not, chicken. That's all I'm saying. they're actually going a little further and exploring a little more, so that's nice. They're kind of protected in the tree line here too. I wish they would keep going. Yesterday they were going down towards the orchard, and there are just millions of those little butterflies down there, and they seem to like to eat those. So they haven't redug. I filled in a bunch of dirt around this little tiny tree. They haven't dug around it again, and like I say, better not. Chicken. So I think we're going to wait till a little later to work on those posts. It is the hottest part of the day now, so we're going to leave that till later. Do it when it's cooler, because we're old and tired and worn out. So anyway, it's nice to see these chickens enjoying, you know, they're going under the sea can, so they also have that for protection. But it's nice to actually see them running around and having some freedom. I'd like them to get used to going along this tree line, because they certainly have lots of room here to roam, which is really nice. So we're going to go back to the sea can here, try and get a little bit of work done. Going to double check all the numbers and lay out where the partition walls are going to go, because if you remember, I stole a couple of inches from here. So there's different lines and we're not quite sure what they mean, but you can see where the rubber from this door ends on the wall, and then the steel comes in a little bit, and then we're going to have, this will have the sheeting and tongue and groove on this side. So we're just going to leave it even with the floor to be on the safe side, but then we might have to steal a couple of inches from the other end where the utility room is. I have to be really precise, because in the other sea can, my bedroom, I can't steal any space from there, so the door opening from this one to the other side has to be exactly in the right spot. And then we're on the other side of the door opening to the other side is my kitchen counter, so again, I don't have a lot of leeway there. The only place I have a tiny bit of leeway is with the utility room. So I think we had the walls chalked out on the floor. So what we're going to do is use a black marker and mark the partition walls on this wall with black marker, so we can see exactly where they are, double check all the numbers. The boring stuff, but the stuff that saves you a lot of heartache down the road. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to set the camera up on the tripod so that I have my hands free to help Chris with that. I always end up on the what we call the dumb end of the tape measure. I hold the end. Really important job. But yeah. So these are the 2x6 12-footers. The guy that milled the lumber was out of 8-footers, so he gave us 12s, I think, for the same price. So Chris is going to cut all these to the right length for the studs, and then we'll rip them afterwards. Makes it a little bit easier to handle, ripping the shorter pieces. And we just have to double check inside to make sure of the length that we need. So basically, this is to show, like, that'll be the ceiling. So basically you take away this measurement, this measurement, this measurement, plus your tongue and groove on the ceiling, flooring, all that, the sheeting on the floor, to arrive at your measurement for the studs. So that's kind of what we're trying to figure out right now. And of course, that's Chris's job. I'm just the designer. I won't say on camera what he refers to me as, but yeah, there's a word before designer. And like I've said so many times, that's where my interest lies, is the designing. But of course, the layout is really important when it comes to the measurements. So that's what we're just checking now, so that we don't cut all of those 2x6s, which will end up in 2x3s for the framing, to the wrong length. That would make me really unhappy. Anyway, that's what we're going to do now.
Okay, what we're going to do is cut this into length and make sure it's the right length. Then we're going to cut all the 12s down to 8s, put them on there, and then we can rip them, and Roxanne can put them in on the floor in there. Yeah, that's pretty good, eh?
Yeah, it's got that little space at the top.
Yeah. I think the foam will come in both sides.
Yeah. Now, is that allowing for the floor sheeting and the floor sheeting and everything isn't included in that measurement, right? Or
Yeah, the
is?
floor sheeting was on the joist, so the wall plate's on the joist. So,
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
and the tiny roof goes on here, right down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Okay.
92 1/4.
So 92 1/4 is the magic number. I'm going to cut all of those 2x6 12s to 92 1/4, and then we will rip them after that. And all the 4-foot pieces we're just going to put aside, and we'll find something to use them for. Well guys, the ripping of the wall studs is going to be weather permitted, meaning when us old people can take the heat and get it done. I think that'll be tomorrow, maybe, at the favorite time of day, like cooler in the evening. So I think that might be it for today. If not, I'll just continue this video on, and tomorrow or whenever we get the rest of those studs done. Well, it is another beautiful day, and it is going to be a scorcher, so we're actually up in the morning. Going to get started ripping that lumber that we didn't get done. It looks like we popped a breaker, so just gonna show you the girls over in the woods here. They're getting a little more brave. Well, they all went back, I guess. They're down there. There were some all the way down here, eating the bugs and everything. I'm gonna try and get this done before the heat gets really bad. Well, guys, it has been a scorcher, and you know it's hot when I put on my goofy hat, but that's enough ripping lumber for today. We're going to take a break. It's just too hot, and that eating sawdust and getting it in my eyes is brutal. But I mean, you've seen enough. That's the way we're doing things, how we do it. I'm very much afraid of saws. I will use chop saws and the compound miter saw. I don't like the table saw the most. It's so easy for the blade to grab that lumber and throw it and get really hurt. And you can hear in the sound in the places where I haven't put the music over top to spare you the constant sound of the saw blade, but you can see that if I move ever so slightly to the left or right, that you can hear the blade binding, and that just makes it even worse. I just hate ripping lumber, but it has to be done. And it saved me a lot of money getting that pre-milled lumber from our friend and then ripping it in half. So it saved me an absolute fortune doing this, and I will do it if it saves money. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I don't know if I'll do any more video of ripping 2x6s into 2x3s because I think you've seen enough. You get the idea. And then stack them all in the sea can, and then we just put them in all of the spots where Chris marked the X's on the top and bottom plates. So that's it for today, and like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's getting a little more exciting now. Follow along with us and share this video with your family and friends. Hit the subscribe and the notification bell, and we'll see you next time.